You put everything on the line, working late and sacrificing rest, yet the results don't match the effort. Relentless hustle keeps your brain locked in the beta state, a frequency defined by logic, boundaries, and survival-driven fear. It is a state ill-equipped for generating breakthrough solutions. Historically, the most prolific minds took the opposite approach. They understood that to solve a complex problem, they had to intentionally stop thinking about it. Thomas Edison refined a specific technique to bypass his own mental blocks. He would sit in a chair, holding steel balls in his hands. As he drifted towards sleep, his muscles would relax, dropping the balls and snapping him back to alertness. Edison targeted the precise moment his muscles relaxed, the threshold where the logical brain yields to subconscious processing, to capture ideas his waking mind could never reach. This entire process hinges on the critical 2-minute window immediately preceding deep sleep. Most of us ignore this window, filling it with phone screens, consuming negative news, and carrying those vibrations into rest. These final 2 minutes program the next 24 hours of your reality, determining whether your mind spends the night in a state of repair or a state of anxiety. As you drift off, your brainwaves undergo a shift. The rapid spikes of beta smooth into slower alpha and theta waves. This is the hypnagogic state. Here, rigid conscious logic fades, opening a direct pathway to your subconscious. Once that pathway is open, your brain triggers the Zeigarnik effect, a psychological drive to resolve and finish incomplete tasks. By planting a specific, unanswered question in your mind at this moment, you force the Zeigarnik effect to run in the background all night, forging new neural connections while you sleep. Your brain acts as a biological search engine. You do not need to compute the answer yourself. You only need to submit the query before the conscious mind powers down. Modern neuroscience is simply catching up to a forgotten ancient science. Ancient Egyptians utilized sleep temples, where individuals were guided into specific states of rest to receive insights or healing from a source of higher intelligence. The Greeks employed a similar technique called incubation, sleeping within sacred precincts specifically to extract answers to their most difficult questions. These global practices align with the Mandukya Upanishad's map of consciousness and the Rig Veda's observation that our thoughts carry a specific vibration that connects with the cosmos. In the Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, Lord Shiva describes techniques for entering this void, starting with Shavasana, letting the body go completely limp while maintaining a thread of internal awareness. Once the body is still, you plant the seed, a single, specific question about your life, without engaging the logical mind to solve it. This requires sakshibhav, or witness consciousness. If you begin to debate the answer logically, you reactivate the waking mind and disrupt the entire process. The subconscious is highly sensitive to the emotional state you carry into sleep. It mirrors the frequency of your internal feelings more than the literal words you say. Falling asleep in a state of anxiety programs your nervous system for fear. Falling asleep with Shraddha, absolute trust, allows the subconscious to align with a solution-oriented state. These solutions rarely arrive as vivid dreams. They manifest as sudden epiphanies during morning routines or as a specific sentence heard in a casual conversation. By setting a specific internal frequency before sleep, your attention naturally gravitates toward matching opportunities and data in your waking environment. Your final emotional state loops through your biology throughout the night, making you the primary architect of the reality you wake up to. Swami Vivekananda asserted that the capacity for infinite power resides within the subconscious, waiting for the right direction. The Vedic realization, Soham Asmi, I am that, recontextualizes your identity. You are not just a physical body, but a complex system waiting for the correct command. Tonight, put the phone away and mute the noise of the modern world. Lean into the silence, ask your question, and surrender it to the darkness without trying to force a result. This process aligns your internal focus with your external actions. By surrendering the conscious struggle, you allow the mind's background processing to resolve the friction that hard work alone cannot fix.